Oh, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Now, I'm sure by now everybody's kind of figured out we're in martial law. I think so. I mean, the only thing that I don't see is the curfew. And I'm not aware of any curfews going on. And but like I say, other than that, and I don't know of people getting shot. Those are the two things that haven't that I'm not aware of. But like I say, now, so I think American martial law is a little different than the martial laws that I've been in, and I say I did say that you will have food, you will have water, utilities, electric, and by now you've got some kind of housing. So, and I would say you will have that. Now, the way I can see them, what's happening, this is a self-imposed martial law. We, as uneducated citizens, believe we're doing this because it's the best thing to do. That's what it is. But in martial law, they always come up with stuff like this. If it's not some kind of weird diseases, how many times you ever hear about that they have all these weird diseases and then they have to put everybody under martial law? I've talked about where they put people in camps, and once you get into the camp, you don't go to a camp. You don't do that. What happens, because when you're in a camp, now they start with, well, there's fungus, there's these diseases, and then they won't let you out and won't let people in. And now they tell you about this stuff, and then you believe them. It's the fear that they instill fear in people. Now, right now, it's doing the same thing. I mean, we're in fear, and like I'm still trying to figure out how this is where we're going with this, because this virus isn't going to go away. We get flus every year. This is just a new one that's coming out that we're going to have to deal with. And so the next thing is they can put enough fear in you that you need this vaccination. So, and right now, I can see they put the fear in people where you need to be tested. And I'm not quite sure how all this stuff works. For one thing, when you're testing, now I don't know what the test is all about or how they do it or something like that, but they will have that DNA. Yeah, they have a DNA on you now. So now it's a way to get everybody posted, I guess. We're worried about the census. This is the year of the census. We're worried about that. Why worry about that when we can get, the DNA on everybody? Well, you have to be tested. You know what I mean? So, the public is really in fear, and they do all this stuff in fear. Now, normally what I see is when they're in fear, they're doing there's people getting shot. They're killing people. Now, who's doing the killing? Well, that's just got to kind of watch out on that, you know. So it depends on who it is and what's going on. Well, we're going to protect you, you know. So now the difference is here in the United States, we protect ourselves, so they can't use that so much. I mean, where don't they protect themselves? Normally in the city. They'll have their riots in the city, and they don't do real well in riots out in the country. But I say so. But watch out. There shouldn't be any food shortages. I've noticed here all of our stores are filled back up again. But if there's any food shortages, it's shortages that we've brought to ourselves as a nation. In other words, they're not thinking this all out, but there shouldn't be any shortages. But food shortages is a good thing during this type of a situation. This is what gets people to cooperate a little more. When they need food, they cooperate. They're already in your house, and like I say, they're going to keep the utilities going. But when the food, you need to be thankful that you've got food. Now, like I say, the places that I go, they're it's because of disasters, and airports are shut down, railways, roads, and all this kind of stuff is shut down. So it's they have shortages, but they make sure people don't run out. They got to have food, because if they don't have food, now the government's got to deal with those people, and they don't like dealing with those people. You can see what's going on in Michigan. I mean, talk about turning the screws in Michigan. I don't know how far. It's a good test. I like watching that, because they're pushing them so far. And now, how far can you push them? I don't know. This is one of these things. It's going to be a learning for the politicians. I mean, you do realize this whole thing's politically motivated. So the politicians are learning control, how they're going to control, what they're going to do, this type of stuff. So that's what's going on. And I say, but as long as people are scared, and I say, now I'm still trying to figure out how to get my business back going. And it's going to be going black market kind of. So, and that's, I mean, anybody that's got a business, they have to run their business. If they don't, you're going to go broke. I mean, that's it. They don't get workman's comp. They're not going to really get help from the government. A loan, call a loan help. The idea is you don't have a loan, so loan isn't helpful. That's more turning the screws on you. But anyway, what you're seeing right now, and you see how it doesn't make sense. The stuff is kind of screwy, on stuff that's going on. That's what I have to deal with. Not now, but when I was in business, that's what I had to deal with all the time. Things that didn't make sense at all. And I don't go along. I don't blindly follow. I don't do that. So I don't go along with that stuff. I'd rather leave the country. And so that's what I did. Left the country. Start working in other countries. So, but anyway, because it doesn't make sense, it gets really confusing. I don't like that. That's not a good thing. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.